designing a specific device for EMDR therapy method, which is a therapy method that's used for reprocessing traumatic memories, especially with patients that have PTSD problems. And what it does is basically allows patients to reprocess their memories through bilateral stimulation, and which is accomplished through either sensory, visually, or auditory feedback. I focus my project on both auditory and sensory feedbacks. So I designed two different products. One hand pulsators and the other headbands. And their main purpose is to gather physiological data from the patient during the treatment process, so that the doctor has more concrete scientific data that will allow them to make their treatment process more efficient and get better results. Because I experienced this therapy method as well, and throughout this process I realized that there were some times where I felt like I wasn't giving proper feedback to the therapist, because it is only like the only accurate measurement in this treatment process is you just rate your emotional state from 1 to 10, and I found it really hard to properly rate it. So I was thinking, wouldn't it make more sense to include sensors that will gather important physiological data that will allow the doctor to actually to analyze the treatment process? So I designed this headband, which includes 5 different EEG sensors that receive brain waves from the patient, and at the same time the headband includes conductive audio to give the patient the auditory feedback required for the treatment. And at the same time I designed these ergonomic handheld pulsators which vibrates, which acts as the sensory feedback for the treatment, and at the same time it gathers 3 important data sets. One is galvanic skin response, which is especially used in lie detecting, that measures the physical arousal of the patient. One, skin temperature, that measures the time, like small temperature shifts that is affected by the emotional state. And the pressure sensor, which measures how tight the patient holds these devices. And in the back end, all these raw data is gathered and analyzed by an AI-driven algorithm, and then this AI-driven algorithm gives the therapist valuable feedback that was derived from that raw data, so that the treatment is processed more efficiently and effectively. And throughout this process, I didn't want the therapist to lose their focus on the patient. So I also included like a front bar that shows the momentary state of the patient through different colors and different values that is shown on the headband. And also it indicates the how much time that's left for this session, because these sessions are done from 30 to 60 seconds each, and then after the session there's a talk between the therapist and the patient, and then the process continues for like an hour. So it is really important to have like both ergonomic and comfortable design, and also in a way that won't distract the therapist throughout the session. So basically that was the entire process of how I came up with this idea. And additionally, what I'm most proud of about this project is my design process, where I successfully integrated AI throughout from my research to ideation to even modeling, where for these models, for example, I started with making different clay models to actually test them physically to see how they feel. And I let a couple of my friends to test as well, and then I decided to go with the most comfortable form. And out of that form, I made a couple of different foam models, which I took good pictures of, and then uploaded to an AI image generator, which allowed me to visualize them like properly in a very fast, like in a really short amount of time, because it would have taken me to like 3D model it and then render it. But through this method, I was able to just do the foam model, visualize it, and decide on the final product, and then continue on like doing the final model. And with this one, I made 50 to 60 rapid sketches that took me like a couple minutes each, and then I made the sketches based on the sensor placements. And after these fast sketches, I uploaded them to the AI image generator and created great visualizations of these models, so that which allowed me to like fasten my design process and also like work on my final model. And yeah, that was like how it's like turned out. Oh yeah. As you can see, these are like really ergonomic if you wanna like hold on to them as well. The most important part of the function of this form was that your insert and middle fingers need to stay still for the sensors to get proper data. And this form of like holding allows you to like keep your fingers still for a long amount of time. Yeah. If you have any questions.